So I'm going to show you how to use Screencastify. I'm going to choose Screencastify by selecting it on my extensions bar. I'm using my desktop and my microphone. Do not need the webcam. Click record. It's going to ask me if I want to use my entire screen. I'm going to click select it and click share. I want to focus on my drive and creating a new folder today. So once you're in the appropriate folder, you will click on new folder. You will give it a name. I've called it the ABCs of Technology. I'm going to choose create, and that is how you make a folder in Google Drive. So your job is to make this folder and edit it with Screencastify. So now I'm going to stop the recording. I could also pause it over here and use the stop button in this window, but I'm going to go back up to the extension and stop it. It's going to automatically generate it in a new window, and this is where I want to name it. As you start making more of these, your folder will become full, and if you don't name them, they are all called Untitled. The tools are not available if the clip is not selected, all but the text tool. So this is the clip I want to work with. It's pretty short, but I'm going to make it even shorter. First, I'm going to slide the bar over, drag it across the timeline. I just like to be able to stretch it out. It's easier for me to work with it. And I'm going to start by cropping this video if I need to. So I'm just going to quickly go through and see if there's any personal information in here that I wouldn't want people to know. So I don't mind that the owner is all me, but if I had other people's names on there, I might not want to use this video. So I'm going to start by listening here. I want to focus on my drive and creating a new folder. So I need that. So I'm going to come back here and find the spot. I want to maybe right about there to clip or trim my video. This part I don't need. I'm going to delete it out. I want to focus on my drive and creating a new folder today. So once you're in the appropriate folder, you will click on new. I want to stop because I want to cut just before I click that button. So right about there. I don't mind that I'm talking. I just need a spot to zoom in on. So that's where I click the new button. New folder. And then soon after I click folder, that little pop-up's going to go away and a new one is going to appear in the center. So right now I'm just using my right arrow key to slowly advance forward. And there it is. So now I'm going to back up. I want to get to just the spot where that window disappears, and I'm going to trim it again. I'm doing that because in this segment, I want to zoom in on this area, and I'm going to come back to that in a moment. Now I'm going to come down here. I'm going to stop when this window closes. Right about there. I'm going to use my arrow keys again to the left to back up. I want to get to the spot where that disappears. I no longer have the cut tool available because this clip isn't selected, so I'm carefully going to put my cursor in the same spot and click to select it, trim it, and then keep listening. A lot of that is dead air, so I'm going to try to cut that out. I'm going to listen to it though. I wasn't careful with that cut to make sure I didn't remove anything I needed. And that is how you make a folder in Google Drive. I'm going to stop there, trim it one more time, and get rid of this ending. Add a title, making a new Google Drive folder. I'm going to highlight it so I can change the font. I like Indie Flower. I'm going to make it large. I want to center it and put it up top. And I also want to change the background to make it stand out a little. There we go. I might also want to make it bold. Perfect. Now I have a title. I want to come back to this clip. I've carefully sliced it in specific places. I'm going to grab my zoom and I'm going to move it over this area because this is the part I want to zoom in on. And then I'm going to go to this clip and I'm going to use the zoom tool. It's not selected. Select it, and I'm going to shrink this a little and center it. The difference between this clip and this clip, this didn't fill the whole area. So I'm just going to grab those little dots and move this to the right edge and this to the left edge, and then this is my final product. I want to focus on my drive and creating a new folder today. So once you're in the appropriate folder, you will click on New. With the nice zoom feature, you will give it a name. And this will vary depending on your purpose. I've called it the ABCs of Technology. Perfect. Now that I'm done, I'm going to export this file as an MP4. Give it a name. I'm going to download that, and then you will turn this into our Google Classroom. Good luck. Can't wait to see your videos. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.